Hello guys, welcome back to World of Weather. Today, I'm going to be talking all about lightning. Now, I do have a video on the channel called All About Thunderstorms, but this is about lightning, so a little different, except lightning isn't a thunderstorm because lightning makes thunder. Anyways, so, did you know that every single second a lightning bolt hits the ground? Actually, more think about it, it's more than 100 hit the ground every second, but if it's low activity in the atmosphere, maybe a little less than that, but about 100, let's just say that, about 100 every single second, lightning bolts strike down on the earth. Is that not crazy? I always found that fascinating about how lightning is just so much of it, but it's very dangerous, too. As you probably know, a lightning is basically just like a stream of electricity that goes downwards onto the earth or whatever conducts electricity speaking. So what are the main things that conduct electricity are metal, rubber, I'm pretty sure it's rubber, yeah, and then water, definitely. Water is very known for conducting electricity, and like if lightning hits a pool and someone goes in, they'll be zapped because the water keeps the electricity. Yeah, so lightning can be found in thunderstorms, like supercells would have a lot of lightning. Lightning usually travels from the clouds to the ground in about 60,000 miles per hour, which is absolutely crazy because really, like, have you ever seen those videos of lightning? Like, I have some videos on my channel of lightning striking things in slow motion. Do you know how slow those have to be able to get it, and yet how fast it is in reality, too? And yeah, that's why thunder happens, because when the lightning hits the ground or whatever, it displaces the air and it makes a crack sound. Boom. Yeah. But lightning can be absolutely fascinating to watch. Did you know that one lightning bolt can sum up to 100 watt 10 million 100 watt light bulbs, which is crazy. So, like, here, look at my fan. My fan has some light bulbs. They're not super bright. They're bright, but they're not that bright. They're not really that good. But, yeah, so 10 million of those is how bright lightning is, which I find crazy, too. Now, really, the USA is known for all their thunderstorms. Obviously, I'm not saying that other countries don't have lightning thunderstorms and stuff, but Canada doesn't have as much tornadoes, for example, because Tornado Alley is just the alley of tornadoes. It's just where all 2,000 tornadoes a year can happen if there's a pretty big breakout. But sometimes it can be a little less than that, but usually definitely over 1,000 a year in Tornado Alley, definitely. Lightning begins with violently moving ice crystals and raindrops in storm clouds. As a result of the motion, electric charges build up at the bottom of the cloud. An opposite electric charge builds up in the ground just below the cloud. The charges in the ground can make your hair stand right. Lightning storm. That's why, when, if you are on a trampoline and you start rubbing your hair on the sides of it and it starts going up, that's because it's static electricity. Not as much as lightning, obviously, but it's still electricity, which makes your hair stand up. That's what it is, really. That's why. So, starting in the clouds, small streamers of sparks called stepped ladders begin to shoot downward in 50-yard leaps. As the leaders approach the ground, they meet upward streams from the ground, most likely from high places such as treetops and tall buildings. When the two streamers meet, their paths form a channel and a lightning bolt is born. That's how it seems to shoot from the clouds, because positive and negative charges are making it become what it is, and that's what makes it a big electricity current from the clouds. Something I forgot to say is about the heat. So when a lightning bolt strikes, the electricity energy quickly changes into heat. Temperatures in the path of a lightning bolt can reach as high as 50,000 degrees, which is just like 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. I don't know. Okay, you know when people are struck by lightning, how do they not insta-die? How do they not insta-die? Wait a minute. Okay, I never thought about this. Hold up. 50,000 degrees and electricity. Okay, I've never really thought about how people don't instantly die. So you're telling me if I could breathe in space and I was on the sun's surface, I wouldn't just instantly die? Okay, I'm so confused right now. Anyways, let's get to this. The intense heat alongside the lightning channel makes the hair expand explosively and then contract as it cools. The quick back and forth movement of the air particles produces the sound waves we call thunder, like I said earlier. It's just, man, it sounds better. Hey guys, I'm back, but I had to move outside. Kind of sad. Okay, so back to all about lightning. Now, so we were talking about how temperatures of a lightning bolt can reach temperatures hotter than the sun, 50,000 degrees. My gosh, why is there so much cars? Okay, anyways. So yeah, like I said, the wave's called thunder because of the air displacement. Yeah, from close up we hear thunder as a single sharp crack, like bam. But from farther away, it seems like to roll or rumble. Have you ever noticed that? Here, I could actually probably show you. Hold on a second. See if I can get. Okay. See that power line, that transformer? Maybe about a year ago, it was a big thunderstorm, and we were all inside with our family. I think it was my dad's birthday, and so me and my friends were outside on my front porch, and suddenly we were just watching the thunder. It was getting pretty close. We're like, whoa, and then boom, that transformer just went up in sparks, and it went bam, and the thunder was so loud it scared me so bad, and I literally watched it happen. And it was like just a short one, but like, have you ever noticed when there's like one's far away and the sky just lights up at night, and then a few seconds later there's a thunder? It's like a rolling or rumbling. It's not like a sharp crack. Okay, so when a lightning bolt flashes, we see it immediately, but thunder takes about 5 seconds to travel a mile. That's because the light is about 1,000,000 times faster than sound. Here's a way to measure how many miles lightning is from you, all right? I'm going to tell you guys this because I know a lot of people know this, but some people don't really know how to do it correctly because they go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's like actually like a mile away, and they think it's 6 miles away. It's 6 seconds. Anyways, okay, so start counting seconds when you see a lightning flash. Stop when you hear the thunder. Just divide the numbers of seconds by 5. So if you hear the thunder 5 seconds after the flash, lightning was 1 mile away. Here, look. 15 seconds would be 3 miles away. But people think every second is a mile, which is just not true. Okay? Yeah. So, there are 3 main types of lightning. Okay? There's intracloud lightning, which is the most common. It occurs when lightning arcs between oppositely charged centers within the same cloud. From the outside, it looks as if the cloud suddenly flickers and brightens, then produces a rumbling thunder. Cloud-to-ground lightning is the most dangerous form. It is the kind we know most about. The third kind, intercloud lightning, occurs when the lightning leaps across a gap of clear air between 2 different clouds. Now, like I said, the cloud-to-ground lightning is the most dangerous because that's the one where it goes from the cloud to the ground, so you can get struck by lightning in that kind. Now, the ones up in the clouds, can't get that one, luckily. But cloud-to-ground is also, it can start fires. Like there's a church in our town that burned down because it got struck by lightning not too long ago, maybe a month or 2 ago. So, lightning can be very dangerous. Now, some more types of lightning that you could have probably heard about. Usually these are different names that describe what lightning comes or how it looks. For example, beat lightning occurs when it's hot. Like, and summer lightnings happen in the summer, obviously. Sheet lightning seems to come in flat wave. That was a loud truck. Okay, anyway. Sheet lightning seems to come in flat waves, and ribbon lightning looks like streamers flashing through the sky. I'm sure you've seen that, like when Like, there's those cool looking waves of lightning. I love those ones. The ribbon lightning is my favorite. Silent lightning appears without a sound because it's too far away. You know, like, it's basically like heat lightning almost. And then colored lightning seems to flash red or blue. I've seen it maybe once. It is so cool. Ball lightning is a bright round spark that seems to flow in the air. I've seen that a couple times too, but it's not as popular, I would say. But like, it almost goes sideways. It's kind of cool. Now, here's one thing. Lightning kills about 100 people a year in the United States, yet 250 more are hit by lightning each year and still survive. How? 50,000 degrees and a big zap of electricity. How? It's crazy. It's actually crazy. If you were caught out in the open in a lightning storm, stay away from places that are more likely to be hit. High ridges, open meadows, telephone poles, wire fences, rails, wet beaches, and single tall trees, obviously. A hardtop car is safe. Bikes and open vehicles, definitely not, like, convertibles. The best thing you can do if you feel tingly or your hair begins to stand on end is to crouch down with your hands off the ground and become a basketball with legs, basically. That's what people call it. Don't lie down because the ground can carry a charge. I think you guys probably would know that. If you're in water, get out as soon as possible. I think everyone knows that. That's why workers at water park near Tucson have to keep watching for the approach of distant storms. They also use lightning detectors that can register unseen flashes in the clouds above, which, yeah, I learned that not too long ago. Tucson, there's people who watch for lightning, and if it gets too close, they tell everyone to come out because, Tucson and out west, there's a lot of thunderstorms coming in. Even down here in the south, there's a lot. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe and check out the other content on my channel. And guess what, guys? In the time that some people see this might not be true, but one of my new videos from a few days ago already has 56,000 views, which is the most already, and that might be the most I've gotten in 2 days. So, and it's also got me a lot of subscribers, so I just want to say thank you to everybody who subscribed. We are nearing up on 1.3 thousand subscribers. We're at 1.26 when I'm recording this. I think 1,267 maybe, something like that. But yeah, we're really close. So make sure to like and subscribe. Bye for now.